Hello students, welcome to new video on basic interview questions on design of steel structures. Today in this video, I will discuss about various components of industrial shed. Designing an industrial shed or industrial warehouse is one of the most important project while learning the design of steel structures. And many times when you are appearing for an interview of structural engineer, and if company is working on the steel structures, many times questions may ask on the industrial shed components. Basic terminologies which you must know about the industrial shed. So what are the different components of industrial shed? I have just taken for the reference three different images to understand all these parameters, all these terminologies and components of industrial shed. So starting with very first component right from the top of industrial shed, and that is roof, which is also called as roof cladding. So roof cladding is an essential part of the industrial warehouse which is used to protect the building roof. If you look at the third figure here, orange color, this is called as roof cladding, which is used as a protective layer for the building roof. Right? Second component is purlin. Purlins are steel elements which are also called as beams in steel structure design. Purlins are nothing but beams. Purlins are steel elements which are used to support the roof or roof cladding. So if you look at the second figure, cross section of industrial shed, these are called as purlins. These are provided like this, right? These are the purlins, so which are also called as beams. And on this purlin, roof of an industrial shed is kept or roof cladding is provided. So purlins are nothing but beams provided in the industrial shed to support the roofing and cladding. Third component is purlin. It is a part of purlin, only the purlin which is provided at the end of the roof. These two purlins, these are called as, here if you look at the third figure right hand side here, these are called as purlin, last purlin, which are provided at the end of roof or cladding. These are called as purlin. Next is rafter. Rafters are main girders, you can say. It is also a beam, but these are main girders on which purlins are rested. A rafter is a structural component that is used as a part of roof construction, and purlins are rest on rafters. So if you look at the figure, this cross section of shed, these are called as rafters. These inclined member, these are rafters, and on rafters purlins are provided. If you look at here, these brown color are called as rafters, and on these rafters these purlins are provided. So rafters are main girders which are used to support the purlins. Then below rafter, then there is a industrial truss. A truss structure is provided which support the rafter, purlin and the roof. So if you look at this first figure here, that truss is provided. This is truss. On the nodal points of this truss, purlins are provided like this. And on purlin, a roof is provided. So in the from top to bottom, if you move, very top component of industrial shed is roof. After that there is a purlin. Last purlin which is provided at the corner is called as eupurlin. Purlins are resting on a rafter. That is, rafter is a structural component used to support the purlins. Below that there is a truss which is used to support the rafter, then purlin as well as roof. Then there is a important component which is called as columns. Columns are used to support the complete industrial shade frame structure. It is also used to transfer the load of roof vertically downward to the foundation of this industrial shade. Right? Columns are used to maintain the stability of industrial shade. Then side wall grids. Side wall grids are nothing but lateral members provided like this. These are called as side wall grids. If you look at the second figure here, these are called as side wall grids which are used to provided to support the complete frame structure and to resist the wind pressure which is acting laterally to the side wall. To resist this wind load, these lateral beams are provided. These lateral beams are called as side wall grids. Then roof ventilator. If you look at the second figure, this is called as roof ventilator, a round equipment, steel equipments, right? It is very common in industrial shade, since industrial shades are used for the industry purpose, big plants, right? So this equipment, round equipment shape ventilator is used to vent the hot air from inside the premises into atmosphere. Exhausting fan, it just acts as an exhausting fan. It is just to vent the hot layer from inside to the atmosphere. Then there is a skylight. If you look at these rectangular patches provided here, these are called as skylight. These are the transparent sheets which are provided on the roof just for the sake of getting the natural light in the shade. So natural lighting purpose, a transparent sheet is provided on the roof, that is called as skylight. And the last component, that is gutter. Gutter is provided at the end of roof. This is gutter. If you look at, this is gutter, which is used to collect the rainwater from the roof, right? Just to collect, or for the drainage of water, for the purpose of draining the rainwater, this gutter is provided. Sometimes this gutter is also help in the rainwater harvesting system. So whatever rainwater comes on the roof, it is collected at somewhere with the help of this gutter. So these are the important components of industrial shade, which you must know what are these components are, what are the purposes of all these components, what are the definitions of all these components. Definitely it will help you to crack the interview, because if you are appearing for an interview of steel structure designer, definitely questions will be asked on these important basic components of industrial shade or industrial warehouse. That is, what is roof, purlin, eupurlin, what is rafter, what is industrial truss, then what is column, what is side wall grids, what is roof ventilator, what is skylight, what is gutter. Right? I hope all of you understand the different components of industrial shade. In the next class, we will discuss the different basic part of design of steel structures, which is important for the interview of structural engineer. Thank you very much.